general. So, so what you're saying is that if everyone cared deeply about doing the right thing, that would stop people from doing things that need to be done for society not to collapse. Am I correct?
No, that's not, that was not.
That was my statement, not his.
Okay, so here's the problem with that. If those, you're sort of imposing a very unnuanced straw man version of what I mean when I say, if those things are necessary to prevent society from collapsing, then doing them however much is necessary to prevent society from collapsing isn't immoral. And the moral people I have in mind would continue to do them to what extent they really had to. So, any conclusion you can come to where, no, if you stop cultivating meat, or if you stop having sweatshops or whatever, you actually make the world worse, they can come to that conclusion too, and would act accordingly if it's actually true.
I mean,
okay, sure.
For land animal biomass is, without the multi-billion-dollar industry to support it. I mean, I'm not sure how many tens, hundreds, I have no idea how big this business is. Without that huge amount of money, that all goes away. No one's spending hundreds of billions of dollars just to create animals for fun, and so 80-90% of the land animals in the world are just disappear from the face of the earth.
Sheep are a really good example of this. So there's animals that exist purely for meat, or sheep in this case, wool, and have been...
And sheep are a bad example because I don't have any particular opposition to wool so long as the sheep are treated well.
So, yeah, sheep are probably a side example, but as far as cows, which are one of the bigger biomass, if you got rid of all cows, I mean, vegans at least don't want any cows for any reason because milk is bad, leather is bad, meat is bad. So if you get rid of all cows, that's a huge, like I think that's about half of the land animal biomass of the world.
Well, true. There's a lot of CO2 emissions and everything.
Yeah, that's.
I'm not saying. There's more arguments on both sides. I'm just saying that there are. It's questionable.
What? I mean, I'm sorry, I interrupted you. Go on.
Wait, I'm saying it's questionable if we've already fucked over the environment in a million other ways, and it's just completely cutting off. Basically, it's just humans and fish. That's a fucked up world to live in. I
don't understand what the moral significance is of land animal biomass, and why reducing that would be intrinsically bad.
Because we no longer have humans would be the only thing living on land essentially.
Well, wait.
Within a statistical margin of error, we humans would be the only thing living on land.
No, because if we didn't do cows, we wouldn't have to deforest things, so all of those animals wouldn't go extinct.
But then we'd have to clear cut land for more vegetable production.
Yeah.
I mean, most deforestation is currently for,
Then again, cows are a weird plant-to-weight ratio, so...
Yeah, and here's the thing, we wouldn't, because we currently produce enough vegetables to feed the entire human population. So we wouldn't have to do anything more than what we're currently doing.
Well, we waste, a huge chunk of our food. If we had enough
vegetables...
that comes down to distribution.
And also, here's the thing, a lot of that waste comes from the fact that we use that food to feed meat animals. So if we cut that the fuck out, we'd have a bunch of extra food we can give away. And granted, with no other changes, that probably wouldn't actually happen. But it wouldn't cause more starvation. I don't see why. I don't see why it would.
Because lots of areas don't have the capability of producing that much vegetation for the entire population to be fed.
Right, but you'd still be switching cows to plants and just distributing the plants.
It would require, to do it intelligently, would require other changes, for instance, maybe not having global capitalism be the single one global economic system. But
the reason why it'd be more difficult is grasses are much easier to cultivate than, vegetables and other things that humans can eat, and so it's a lot easier to grow grass, have an animal eat that grass, and then slaughter that animal.
No. When I say food, when I say that cows create a net deficit of food, I mean that they are eating stuff we could be eating instead.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I really want to get onto the game, so honestly, I'm just gonna leave one last thought. In my opinion, just the fact that we argue this stuff and we have such a hard position of one person being right, one person being wrong in the conversation, I feel is just part of the problem.
I don't think Puppy's wrong.
I don't know if that's how that is all the time.
Well,
I could be wrong. We could all be wrong.
I don't know that there's such a hard position all the time.
No,
I mean, I hold the position that seems to make sense to me, and I stand by it. I don't pretend that I think I'm likely to be wrong. That doesn't mean my acceptance of it is completely non-tentative.
Yeah,
I mean, I think from where I stand right now, from the information I have right now, there is a negligible chance that I'll turn out to be secretly wrong about this. But that doesn't mean I'm not open to that. It just means I don't expect it.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, I don't think anyone is saying anyone is right or wrong. We're just having a conversation.
Yeah, that's generally how it goes.
I don't know. This feels too intense for a conversation.
Okay.
This is intense?
I mean,
yes.
I dislike the mentality that intensity is bad. I think intensity just means that you have the courage of your convictions and you actually fucking believe what you're saying and aren't some milquetoast fence-sitter centrist fuck.
Yeah, basically.
You see, I'd argue further that that's the problem, but I just want a fucking game. And honestly, politics can go fuck itself.
Okay. Sounds good.
That statement is exactly what the people currently in power want to hear, because you're just going to sit back and let things continue exactly as they are. All right, let's.
I will take my stand when it's when I feel I damn well want to take my stand. I want to fucking have fun today. I don't want to feel like I don't want to feel like I
find this fun, but that's just me.
Right.
Yeah. Well, fucking. Well, I feel like I want to goddamn run out the door and start screaming. So I don't want to fucking do this anymore.
Let's stop.
All right, that's fair. So we need to do a thing.
Yeah.
Well, at first I need to make a swim check to get back to shore, probably.
Back to shore? Oh, right, you're in the water.
A nice +0. Very nice.
I keep forgetting that's your character. For some reason, I keep thinking that's Umam's.
Will we have a chance to prepare spells before we go to the thing?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
I suppose we could just go whenever, so we can sleep and then go.
Yeah.
Not sure this will work, but I'm going to try to roll. I'll roll it again if it doesn't work. Hey, it worked. 16 getting me to shore? Probably.
Yeah, you need a 10, so...
Yeah, and then we'll set up ropes and such to get everyone around.
Hello.
We have a raft or something, don't we?
Yeah,
they did.
That's torsive.
Yeah, we'll take the raft and.
Oh, rat, not raft. Okay.
We'll use their
raft, not raft. Okay.
We'll borrow their raft and ferry everyone around as needed. All right. So, some of these guys were knocked out unconscious. Do we interrogate them?
As I recall, they're all super dead except for the 2 dogs.
Okay, I think the main guy, one of
the big guys is unconscious.
Yep, one of the big guys is unconscious. That dude there.
Okay, do we want to try to heal him up or wait for him to come up from non-lethal? Tie him up, of course.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we had the guy got to shore, so we can interrogate him. So I had a Cure Light Wounds prepared, so we'll tie him up and I'll cast that.
Okay.
Is Puppet jogging?
Yes.
Yes, I am.
Though I don't know why you've been doing it for an hour.
Because not for an hour, I do it for, 10 minutes, like, warming up at about 2 miles an hour, 50 minutes at a little under 4, and then 10 minutes going down.
Damn.
I've lost, like, over 30 pounds this way.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
And retarded units?
I mean, even like the skinny friends that I have that exercise only do it for like maybe 20 minutes. So you're gaining muscle for it.
Yeah, leg muscle, my arms suck. I need to lift.
Holy shit.
The problem with lifting is that I would have to do it on top of the over an hour I devote to this.
Get hand weights and just do that while you're jogging.
I have thought of that. In fact, I've done that a few times, but I've never managed to be consistent with it.
Yeah,
not a bad decision.
Yeah, right now you're only training to run away. You need to train to maybe deal with throwing.
I know I have hand weights. I have little 2-pound hand weights that are for exactly that.
Yeah. Get some 25-pound barbells and just power lift while jogging.
I always like the weight straps to your arms.
Yeah, that'll work too.
Though they shift a bit if they're not tight enough. So.
Okay.
But we're interrogating this guy.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I'm in character now. I'm interrogating.
Right. Yes.
I'll give a quick start. Just diplomacy. We like for you to tell us everything, and if you tell us everything you know and swear that you will live a life of good, we will let you go free from here.
He's going to look at you and just say, I assume you got his wolf. I assume you got his wolf tied up too.
Yeah.
No, you sent him to the other room.
Yeah. They're friends too, so.
Yeah, they're friends, so we sent him to the other room.
Well,
okay.
I mean, he's an animal companion or something, or a mount or something. Or...
Yeah, he's
in fact, logically, I should probably be in the other room as well, keeping an eye on the animals.
All right. So.
But he might attack you if he's a mount.
No, they're friends. He did.
Yeah,
the wild empathy.
Oh, you did the thing.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay. So he's going to let me get the notice up here. Okay, that's Scab Viston's order. That's a separate thing. So yeah, so he's going to just kind of try to spit at you, and he's going to be like, General Izrasai is going to rule these lands, and us, the hobgoblins, will finally have a home to call. You can do nothing to stop the onslaught.
Don't you already have one in Tianxia?
The fuck is Tianxia? Also, would your characters even know about Tianxia other
no,
than
that was I was joking right now.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, they have the fuck out of one over in Tianxia.
Yes, in Tianxia, not over here.
We are not opposed to you having a realm, but you cannot kill and displace others for your own personal gain. That is not an acceptable way to.
You're
something plants, animals, and trees.
He's going to just going to say you haven't lived in our shoes and would not understand the morality of it.
Can he speak common, by the way?
Yes, he can.
Okay. Before I don't know if I can talk to this guy. I don't want to roleplay it wrong. Okay. it does not. An individual experience does not matter in the general for the general principle that you cannot slaughter the innocent. That is not.
Well, like you are talking to the wrong creature about these kind of things.
He's then going to laugh and say, innocents, you say that these weak people who do not build walls around their cities, innocent people who flee in the forests expecting the forest not to burn around them and for them to choke on the ashes in their own blood are innocent. Innocence is weakness! He says as he leans up.
Yeah, I don't think I need a sense motive to say this guy's not amenable to the path of righteousness.
No shit.
I will die, but I will be avenged, and then you will die screaming!
I think the DC is negative 1,000 for that sense motive check.
Yeah.
So,
and even if I die, one more like me will come, and they will continue to come until you are reduced not to a body, but to merely a puddle of quivering, fleshy jelly!
Like, come!
oh God!
Exactly.
So to that, I respond. Well, obviously you do not value our lives, and you must not value your own if you are unwilling to even pretend.
Nay, I expect you not to value mine, and I am prepared to die for my cause, for which you will soon die too.
Okay, now it's my turn. So I lay down right next to him. I put my hand on his thigh, and I give him a nice little look.
By the way, the black dog should be with me.
Okay.
I can see you are very frustrated. Maybe we can work things out to maybe ease off all that pressure.
Get your hand off my thigh before my husband finds you and kills you.
Very
Nobody needs to know.
He will know. He can smell your gross, pig-faced, pig-skinned musk on my thigh!
Is this a female hobgoblin or a very
No, this is male.
No, very progressive male hobgoblin. Okay, good to know.
Is that in the module, by the way?
No, I'm throwing this in because you're improvising. And this guy, other than just saying, oh, he's a hunter with a mount, he gets nothing else.
Well, that's nice. I like that.
Well, that's what you do for fodder.
So...
Well, after he shoots his load, I hit the road.
Well, you actually... oh God. Forcible...
Disdain! He just screams disdain. You try to plot...
You're unfaithful to your husband.
Yeah, no, fucking... he doesn't... There's no orgasm. He's too badass. It's like my undead character in that one campaign when
you know what?
fucking...
You're gonna roll a fortitude save against my DC.
This has gone horribly wrong.
I demand a fortitude save by him.
Let's see how much worse it goes.
Hey, we're giving.
No! He does not come. He is a proud warrior with a loving husband at home. You cannot jerk him off.
Okay.
What the fuck?
On that note, I hold my Fauchard to his throat and say, "Tell us everything about your people, or you will die in the worst way possible." 20 intimidate.
All right. Well, he sees that glint of true malice in your eye, as if he just stared into the butthole of Sauron itself. And his bravado kind of breaks as he chokes on his next scream, and he's going to just kind of be like, "Okay, I'll tell you."
So you know what you need to do now, Mom, right?
What? I go to his husband.
Grab his head, walk into camp, and go, which one of you is married to this traitor scum?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I should do that.
Oh.
And if you guys got Bluff?
Bluff is my weakest of the social ones.
Good. You're gonna lie for me. You're gonna say he enjoyed it.
Mine's
I am not.
Yes, you are.
He didn't enjoy it, and you need to knock that shit out. It was funny at first, but now it's going too far.
I would have kicked him to evil instantly if he had done that in my game.
What? Trying to seduce a prisoner?
No, sexually assaulting a prisoner.
Forcing it.
Oh.
Like trying to seduce a prisoner is questionable but fine-ish. You straight up sexually assaulted him like that. I would have kicked you to evil instantly.
Oh,
what the fuck, dude? That's not evil.
No, he's not wrong. I would totally do that.
Okay.
The only reason I'm not immediately is like this is like the first time you ever attempted that. I am gonna say that you're gonna take a morale penalty because this is fucking bullshit.
Let's put this into perspective here. Rape is so evil that people get beat up in prison for it.
Sure, I guess. How about this rape though?
I mean, you had non-consensual sex with them.
I did not.
He had to roll to resist. That's definitely non-consensual.
We could be pedantic about the definitions of rape and sexual assault and different related terms.
What the fuck, guys? He's a hobgoblin, okay?
Okay. Listen. It's a humanoid, it's sentient. You know what? Fuck it. I don't even care about the pedantics. The point is you tried to fucking diddle a god to hobgoblin's penor in order to make him feel fucking bad.
Yeah, that's fucking gross within itself.
Okay, fine.
Who is his deity?
Caden Kaline.
Who?
Mine is Caden Kaline.
Yeah, you should lose your Inquisitor shit immediately. Logically.
I think
actually, that shit that you did is straight up against Caden's goddamn code.
That said, I would give him. If it were my game, I would also give him a chance to take it back before actually taking away his shit.
Honestly, you get a
guys.
All right,
you
get a message.
It was a fucking joke. I won't do it again. Okay, fucking chill. I was trying to roleplay a bit. I got my fucking divine prostitute profession. That Darbo told me to get.
I didn't give it to you for serious.
I mean, you don't need GM permission to take that skill. It's just a skill in the game.
I'm not gonna roleplay anymore.
So what do we do next?
We're aneurizing Darby, is what's happening right now.
Yes, definitely. So we get the information. I'm guessing just location and general layout and amount of people at the camp. Would that be what we would get? So those are the types of things I'd be looking for, at least.
There's a chance that he walked away.
Oh.
Yeah, I think that happened.
Okay, well.
We need to control ourselves a little bit better.
Yeah, I thought we were all having fun. I must have misread that entirely.
Yeah,
he's
back.
It was kind of funny at first. It was funny to kind of play off of it, but then like 5 minutes in, it was just like fucking fucking don't even play just the tip.
Okay, good to know for future. I won't play into that. I was at least partially complicit because I was leading in. I was leaning into it, not leading.
In fact, this actually has me questioning the followers of some of the more promiscuous gods that have like some like divine whorehouses and stuff, basically. And like, what is the appropriate reaction when one goes and grabs your junk and is all like, "Hey, big boy," and you're just like, "Disdain."
I mean, Kallistra doesn't. Kallistra gets to be chaotic neutral instead of evil because she will not because her divine brothels are not supposed to have non-consenting persons in them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So,
all right.
Moving on. We're trying to get information on the layout, location, and number of individuals in the camp.
Okay, so he tells you that there's always at least someone patrolling around the outside and such, around certain areas. I'm gonna roll up. Think, oh fuck that yelling. I want to be able to yell like this for considerably longer because that's how I used to sing hard rock and stuff. But I never had the vocal training for it.
Yeah. Vocal training is really important, or you're gonna wreck your voice.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm gonna roll 1d100 to see if oh yeah no. So he doesn't know shit about some things. He's going to explain that no one goes on the east side of the camp. There's like a no man's land. He hasn't he doesn't know why, but he hasn't seen anything explicitly. He just knows that there's scouts patrolling the outside of it, but just enough where something intentional could get through. That's all the information that he'll give you on that. The bounty hunters that are hunting for the survivors of the town are all at the camp, various degrees of things. There's something about a were-rat working together both for a cure and to maintain the camp. In a way, it's almost like an evil reflection of the party that you have. NPCs mostly, anyway.
Is there a red cap? Because that's the anti-me.
Well, he's gonna kind of look and just say, "Well, that would definitely liven up the camp. Unfortunately, we cannot abide to chaotic fey influences. Their whimsy is a cancer upon this world. And if I had my way, we would burn this forest and replant it with ironwood trees, of which are dead to the fey."
Marshmallow, Vor.
He's going to yell at his wolf, and kid you, rape.
Wolf's in the other fucking room.
You're not in the other. You're not in the
You're
main
right.
room.
You're
though.
right. I'm shitting around right now. I'm sorry. I shouldn't do that. I'll back. I'm in the other room. I'm actually gonna need to step away for a second. So, in a second. So, in a couple minutes here, I'll be away for maybe 10 minutes.
Okay. So just before I do something, yeah, I mean, like, to torture and rape are off the table. Shouldn't be done, kinds of things.
Yeah, like, the only reason I would even put them on the table would be if it were an evil campaign. A little bit, depending on things, a little bit of torture is acceptable, depending on things, but not to an extreme degree. The threat of torture, like, maybe, but torture without healing somebody after, and only if they really deserve it, it's a complex thing. I've had some moral quandaries with someone about the whole thing. Okay, so funny story. I'm not going to say it now because it would take too damn long. But some okay, all no.
Okay, so he was actually, I mean, he was forthcoming. He redeemed himself, I think, in at least my eyes. I don't want to be.
Do you ask him about the other members of the camp?
Sure. Anything else you can tell us? We would ask him for.
Okay, so he talks about the specific members. How hard do you press him for? Or
I have my flash into his throat, and every time he goes silent, I don't like. I jab him for a little bit of non-lethal. We're just like, you gotta keep talking, and so even if there's something I can't think of, hopefully he will. He just starts talking to hopefully. I'll do another intimidate if you want. 26 intimidate. To like keep talking, tell us everything you know, kind of that kind of idea.
All right, so sorry, I had to respond to Humon's little thing there. My only response to that whole thing past what I've said is just ironic thinking emoji.
Okay. So we let him think, and if he has nothing else to say about the makeup of the camp of...
Oh, no, not that. That I was responding to Humon's stuff out of game.
Sorry.
Out of game, anything further than what I've said about the entire situation is just ironic thinking emoji. Gotcha. Now, for the actual stuff in the game, so for the specific members of the camp, there's just kind of some nobodies that were with them. They have a goblin, oddly, that maintains the animals. He is a wild child brawler named Garvex the dog.
Interesting.
Because he believes he is a dog.
Okay, well that's interesting flavor.
Let's see. He even has a collar.
Anyone else have any questions for this guy?
There's also the alchemist and the one thing. There's what else is there? What there was like one or two other very specific dudes. I'd have to see. Let me go up here. Okay. Yeah, that was actually an animal. So, all right, just an animal with a specific name for that. So, okay. And finally, there is Scarvinius himself, a bugbear, that is incredibly cruel. He is the bounty hunter in charge of everything going on. And he's the guy in charge of all this. The other ones at the camp, the other generals, they might also be important to take out as well. But as they say, cut the head off the snake,
and it shall grow too much.
That's Hydras. This society. I'm not sending you against an organization that's a Hydra. Fucking this isn't the Marvel universe.
Yeah, I got you. I was making a bad joke, as I always do.
Anyway. So yeah, fucking big scary bugbear. Anyway. Ooh.
All right. Once he's done, is he done with his knowledge dump?
He's said everything.
Okay. I hold my falchion to his neck once more, and I ask him, if you swear your allegiance to the side of good, we will let you go. If not, you will be slain in a humane way, since you have been helpful to us.
He's going to look at you all and I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna flip a coin because this is one of those big things. This is one of those big decisions.
Did you flip a coin without choosing which side's gonna be what thing?
Yeah. I just sometimes do that because I feel like the outcome, if it's against what I originally was intending, will make sense for me to do what doesn't normally happen. But he's going to just kind of look at you all, and he's just going to say, "Good, evil, what does it matter? We were put on this planet to suffer." He basically goes into the fucking Metal Gear Solid 5. Why are we still here? Just to suffer, sort of conversation.
Okay, with that,
So what is his decision, though?
I'm pretty sure I was pretty clear with that.
He accepts death.
Yeah, I walk away,
okay.
And I cannot kill unless I absolutely have to. So
I would like to smash his head in.
All right. Well, hey, you have better founding for it as opposed to the shit that I was dealing with in another campaign. Fucking, there was a dwarf that I was playing alongside that, despite being lawful good, crushed the head of a thief after capturing him just because he stole holy metal shavings from the Holy Forge.
That's a crime. That's a serious crime, and they need to be executed for it.
Yeah.
Like, did he like actually like? Oh, to be clear, did he like take something off the forge, or was it like just remnants of what was the forge was being used for?
Remnants from the works being made in the forge. Like they kept fancy metal shavings in a fucking box, and this thief along with some organized other people, that was the only thing he rummaged for.
Oh god.
Was that steel or adamantine?
Don't know.
Okay.
Well, maybe because it was, worth something.
Does it matter? It was used on the Holy Forge.
Indeed.
Right.
Praise be the Holy Forge.
Okay.
So 19 as a coup de grace. I don't know if that kills him.
Yeah, that would. He's still somewhat low on health, so that would do it. Yeah, this has more moral founding as opposed to the whole forge deal that I dealt with. So anyway.
I see the deed is done, and I bow and say a quick prayer.
All right.
Bow my head, I should say, not bow.
Mm-hmm.
In any event, I won't. They'll not be. I'll try to keep those rare, but that was fun for me. I like the interrogation sequences.
Okay.
So we have the raft, and we have some rope, and we have peoples. I think we can manage to get other decay sticks and off the door.
Yep.
Yeah.
Do we need to make checks for that, or it just kind of happens?
About what?
Guys, I'll be right back. I'm shaving the back of my brother's neck for some reason.
That's a vital. Can't wait.
you know, in other cultures, family has to take care of each other's little things like that. I'm not going to talk against it.
Every generation has to shave the younger generation. So, like, youngest to lowest has to shave their back.
Yeah, it's a thing.
Anyway.
So, do we have to make checks to use the raft to get over to K6, or is it just like it happens?
The raft, for the most part, is destroyed, but since it's not in combat and everything's a little bit easier, you don't have to make checks. Technically, if you want to, you could probably just clear up the blockage.
I bet you it's not destroyed, mending.
Fair enough. Yeah, with a few applied mending on a few spots, it's repaired. The wood splinters and burns reverse back into place, or are drawn from the surrounding mineral, and yeah.
Okay, I was back for a second, but now I'm gonna not be back again.
Okay, it's okay. Okay, so after this, so we're gonna obviously we have the general location of the camp. So I guess you would head there as director of method as possible.
Yeah. Through the use of birds and other animals telling us where we're going.
I have a question. Actually, how far of a journey is this? Is this hours, days?
It will be a few days.
Few days. Okay.
I am back.
That helps me.
So they will know to take care of it.
Yeah, they unless you decide to circle around in a way that would counter their logic, going directly there, either they would know, or if you kill most of the scouts that would be headed this way, or if you just book it there before the logical time it would take for the people who came here to come back. You'll be able to catch them while they're waiting for responses.
Okay.
Should we go to the east side since it seemed to be kind of abandoned, more infiltratable, I guess?
That is up for you all to decide.
There's something there they're specifically avoiding, so let us stealth to that area. So about 3/4 of the way there, I'd like to start stealthing.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
Well, this is going to take a few days. There's probably some things that will happen between then.
Oh, right. Okay.
Okay. So let me get us to the creature encounter map.
How many days would it take?
3.
Reduce it to less than that if I use lesser restoration to remove fatigue, so we can walk more.
Oh, that's a good point. We could do that.
Fair enough. Oh shit, does that mean that as long as you don't have to worry about daily things needing sleep to recharge, you could just cast restoration to just go without sleep?
Yep.
Yeah,
Damn.
I suppose in
It's
theory
more
you
for
could.
fatigue, yeah.
Yeah,
Just so
and
you
then
don't take non-lethal damage.
Puppy's got food and stuff, so yeah.
And it's really easy to eat since it's just a berry.
So we could probably make it in halftime.
Oh, by the way, another thing the Hobgoblin says is he kind of leaks a little bit about the motivation of Starvinius. You see, he feels as if the survival of some of the members of the party and other things during that fateful night now so long ago, he sees it as an affront.
So we're talking about the attack on the town.
Yeah, he sees the fact that you all survived as a personal affront.
I walk back into the room and hi guys.
We are well on our way.
All right, I'm actually going to take my computer into the kitchen so I can make lunch.
That's reasonable, yeah.
Did we forget the plant? Oh man, we should go back. We have to go back to the plant now.
Yeah, I've been sitting there. Me and the 2 doggies and my kitty have all just been kind of bonding, and you find them curled up together like animals do, and I'm kind of just lying with them.
Aww.
Dire wolves are fluffy.
They sure are, I think. Not sure.
Well, yeah, of course, any dog that's made for winter weather is, of course, going to be fluffy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's gotta really suck, sudden shedding, since we're in this area.
Well, you see, here's my take on it. It's unorthodox, but dire wolf fur is probably so long, it might be weavable.
It probably is, yeah.
Yeah.
If you could drench the smell of musk out of it, and dog and wet dog smell and other things like that, you could probably have functional clothing with it.
I mean, or you could.
If you're gonna do that, you may as well just use the hide.
Yeah.
But it's not fluffy.
And also, you have to kill them.
Oh, because you don't have to kill them to take their fur?
No, you don't.
You shear them,
Animals
my good sir.
and/or shearing.
I don't.
Sheep can give a bunch of different coats of fur
Yeah,
in their life.
Dude, sheep are bred for that. They have such fucking intense.
Okay,
That doesn't mean you can't do it with horses.
You can shave whatever the fuck animal you want.
Everyone,
Everyone.
just, I have seen it, so I know it can be done.
Sure.
Enough said.
Enough said.
That sentence is very take out of contextable.
Honestly, I don't care anymore. I just want to get this through.
Okay.
Poor Darbo.
Yeah.
He gets a break though. He's gonna be running homebrew soon. So.
Oh yeah, Mom.
Yeah.
You want to tell them about that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This here is the last you guys are going to be seeing of me before the semester's over, running or playing. I have to just cut it out completely if I'm gonna stay on top of things.
Oh man.
So
At
about
least-
a month.
Yeah.
Oh. Damn.
You know,
I'm gonna miss you, dude.
I have to say that I appreciate your unusual dedication to high grades. A lot of people I know would go, I prefer gaming and to be good.
I have a 4.0 to maintain.
Yeah, I don't know a lot of people that care about that.
Yeah, once you get started, it's addictive.
People who are desperately insecure care about that and need the validation of a 4.0 so that they have something to point to say, see, I don't suck, I'm not worthless, I'm not a total failure at my every endeavor, I'm better than you, all of you, at this thing. That's the kind of person who cares about their 4.0.
Yeah, I don't disagree. It's just the people that are like that choose that, like, socialness or some other thing. I'm not saying it's better or
that
whatever.
Wasn't, no offense, Leon, that wasn't entirely a sentence.
What I'm saying is, instead of like 4.0 or some statistic like high scores in the game, the people that I know that are similar would choose like always being at every game, or addictively needing to net 20 so much that they cheat to do so.
I need to use the bathroom. I'm going to end my section of this conversation by saying the fact I have a job and the fact I can talk with people like all of you in a reasonable manner without something randomly happening, or someone talking about extreme bouts of depression and trying to shove their suicidal tendencies on everyone, is a gift worthy of a 4.0 in and of itself to me.
Agreed.
Oh, I'm not shoving suicidal.
No, I'm not mentioning anyone here is, but previous groups, I swear to any form of deific presence out there in the cosmos of our beautiful, wonderful reality, always someone jumps in the middle of my gaming groups, either in text or, oh, they're late, and then they just jump up and say, I feel like I'm going to kill myself today, or, oh, I'm worthless. And I'm just like, where did this come from?
I mean, I feel like that's what I did a second ago. I just cloaked it in humor.
Yeah, yes. Those guys just suck and don't actually mean it, because Puppy actually means it.
I meant the fuck out of that. I have horrible self-esteem issues. I just cloak it in humor there because that makes it infinitely less awkward.
And
I am more palatable. Scared for Puppy. Guy who says, "Oh, I feel like I'm gonna kill myself." Yeah. Those guys don't.
I do not currently feel that way. I have only felt that way for an extended amount of time once, and that will probably never happen again because I know now how to make different decisions.
Oh man, lucky you.
Yeah. Same here. Anyway, I gotta go. I gotta go before my bladder fills with blood. I will be back momentarily.
Yeah, sure. Take it down.
Yeah. So, at the risk of being a shitster, I'm currently what I'm making for myself for lunch, because I know what I'm going to do for dinner, and it doesn't involve a complete protein. So I'm doing my the reason I had to take this into the kitchen is so that I can make tofu dogs now.
I've never had them. Are they okay?
They taste like tofu.
I have no idea what that tastes like.
So tofu tastes first and foremost like whatever you dip it in or coat it with.
Yeah.
Which, granted, that's true of meat in general. That's the thing where, like, that's essentially what I did with chicken nuggets. Changing from chicken nuggets to tofu nuggets isn't actually a significant change in that sense, because I just drown it in barbecue sauce or ketchup anyway.
Disgusting.
Yeah, I've wanted to try tofu, but it's always super expensive, so.
I mean, there are a million forms you can get it in. I would recommend something other than just tofu in a box. I would recommend getting a form of tofu that is disguised as some meat product, like the Smart Dogs I'm about to eat. So
with a placebo effect.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of hard to say what it does have a taste, even though it's not very strong. It's kind of there's not really a way to describe. I can't really think of a way to describe it. It's identifiable enough that I could tell that these these Smart Hot Dogs were tofu without knowing ahead of time. Like, I didn't know exactly what meat substitute they were based on, but I knew they were tofu because they tasted like tofu as soon as I had them.
Yeah. Oh man, you've just given me a weird flashback. There's a movie where the supernatural detective has a sidekick, and the sidekick dies and becomes a zombie, and so he can't eat regular food, but he can eat hot dogs
because they're made of brains.
No, just regular, ordinary, everyday hot dogs.
But is the joke that they're made of brains?
I think the joke is that it's a combination of mystery meats to which nobody knows, but they're acceptable to eat by zombies.
I mean, there's the one show with the zombie lady who eats brains. Yeah, iZombie.
Yeah, I tried watching that and it got weird, so I stopped.
Well, the Tokyo Ghouls just drink coffee these days.
Yeah, well, the coffee has stuff in it, so.
Yeah,
no, they can just straight up drink coffee. Like it doesn't.
I was under the impression that it had something in it.
So
yeah, it won't nourish them, but it will sate their thirst.
They have that negative reaction to any food that is not human flesh, but coffee is an exception to that negative reaction, even though they still need human flesh.
Yeah.
So they can drink coffee like recreationally.
Mm-hmm.
And nothing will go wrong.
Yeah.
So my question is, if they cook human meat with like barbecue sauce, do they taste the barbecue sauce, or does it just ruin the taste?
Barbecue sauce used in what? I can probably attest to this.
Tokyo Ghoul.
We're talking about Tokyo Ghoul eating human meat.
Oh, whether or not putting barbecue has a singular purpose, and that is to enhance meat, regardless of what the meat is. So it would just depend on the taste of the ghoul. Do they want their human meat with barbecue? They might,
but they have that specific.
Sauce, then
they have that specific negative reaction to any food except for human meat. The question is, would they feel that way about barbecue sauce, considering they feel that way about everything else?
Well, considering the barbecue sauce is made from molasses and other things, the thing is if it's slathered on there real thick, it might. If it's very thin, it will be like if you're eating one of those. It would kind of be like a less serious version of eating fugu. The worst the worst that could happen is you might get a little bit sick from eating from getting a slightly larger amount of whatever toxins and stuff would be inherent in it, using, going generally speaking. But the very least, you might get a little tingle or a little burn on the tongue, like when you would eat spicy foods, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Okay, but like isn't the gourmet dude's entire hook about, like, preparing exotic human flesh in certain ways?
Yeah. So how does he?
He has some
I would assume there's some other herbs and spices that he can apply to it.
I thought he has, or you might be talking about someone else. I'm thinking of the good one, the main coffee
dude.
The creepy dude.
Him. Yeah.
The only thing.
The
only thing like this that I have ever dealt with is with the Erie's the Santa Clarita diet, because similarly, the people in there who get infected with the zombifying virus are normal. It's just they can only eat human flesh, and
that's exactly what ghouls are in Tokyo Ghoul. So
yeah, essentially.
So everybody's here.
Yep.
Let's get
and
back
they find a lot of plot holes in Tokyo Ghoul.
Let me finish my thought here. In there, it is perfectly acceptable to prepare human meat with other things, and it goes down fine.
Yeah, but the main guy has some kind of like ethical human meat source, like people who are already dead, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The coffee shop dude.
Which,
does.
by the way, I would accept as a vegetarian. I would accept.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they care about vegetarianism anymore.
No, but bringing it back around, that makes sense.
We were talking about that earlier, so.
Yeah.
I always find it
honestly, if the world was fucked up enough, I might be okay with Soylent Green.
Oh no, I would actually be. The world wouldn't even have to be fucked up. I have no objection to that, like, right now.
Okay, something for you all to think on, because I want to get back into the game. Actually, you guys could talk about it a little bit more. I have to find a quick thing on what encounter could pop up here and make sense. I'm not seeing one at the moment, so I might have to just come up with one.
And I need to I need some second level spells. So bold strength, of course.
All right. So, one thing I'd like you all to think about is what racial slurs would other fantasy races use for humans? Because the only things that I can think of are just the general ones I've heard of, like orcs calling anything that isn't orky pink skin or something like that.
Yeah,
so
I mean
humans,
that's about all that Star Trek does.
So what are the identifiable traits of humans? And this is just me thinking out loud. You can leave if you were going to leave while we brainstormed. But short lifespans, physically and mentally unexceptional in any given respect. Like the thing with humans is that they're well-rounded. Mayflies,
I'd say normie.
Yeah.
Something like mayfly. That's more something elves would call them, not hobgoblins.
You want to know something funny about that? What you just said there is exactly what Corellian, the elf in Vermintide, calls all the other characters.
Mayflies?
Yes, she calls them mayflies and lumberfoots.
Don't know what the fuck a lumberfoot is, but...
I'm pretty sure it means unstealthy or uncomely in movement, because all she talks about when referring to herself, or when someone she always talks about herself as being extremely precise, or the elves are infallibly precise and elegant. And when someone does something like gets a headshot or manages to pull off a critical hit with their weapon, she's all like, "Ah, yes, that's almost as precise as an elf. A drunk, blind elf."
Drow. The drow word for overlanders or whatever, it literally means not yet a slave. So hobgoblins might feel the same way.
And another one from a Warhammer source in Warhammer 40K, the Tau have Gualai as a term, because you know they're Asian styled, but the Eldar, which are space elves, have something even nastier, because their hubris and other things are cranked up to 11. They have the term Mon Kai, which in their tongue means race that must be exterminated.
Are there still Eldars in that universe?
Yes, there is the standard Craft World Eldar, the Dark Eldar, and now the Inari, which believe that by killing all of themselves, or at least enough of them to psychically cause a dissonance similar to when they accidentally created Slaanesh, they can create a god of death that will kill Slaanesh and bring about the rebirth of the universe.
That sounds like an awful plan. But you should really go and prepare.
Yeah. Yep. I just have one. So, second level druid spell.
There's a flame blade or something like that you get. That's really nice.
Flame blade is a spell that exists.
If you ever get into melee, that's really good.
Yeah, if I ever get into melee, I'll wild shape.
Oh yeah, I forget that's a thing.
Barkskin? I mean, that could easily get your guy through the entire.
Yeah, Barkskin is a good choice. How long does that last?
10 minutes
10
per level.
minutes per level.
So yeah,
yeah, I'll definitely prep that then. I'm gonna have to be off again just to, yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, let's try and get a combat done or two.
Sure.
Probably, I'm gonna make one good one before the camp. Now, let's see. So, what sort of things do you talk about when your characters are walking all along and stuff? That's something I'm curious about.
I am talking about that one time when I found a really awesome crystal in a mine, and I mined it, and you know, we are mining diamonds. Sorry, it didn't start out that way, but I saw myself actually going there. So yeah, I'm talking about
definitely actually staying quiet for most of the trip, paying attention to the forest around us, and you know, as long as there's wildlife making noises, that means there's no big threats in the area.
So, if we get a chance to talk, that seems safe. I would say something along the lines of, well, I feel somewhat vindicated for all those people who said I would never amount to anything, could never serve as a guard or be part of a military, because we have already vanquished a significant force, and we shall, if we shall prevail, we will definitely rid this land of an evil that should not exist.
Oh. Well, you're A-okay on my book.
Then I'll ask them why everyone else. Like, do you have a motivation for fighting, for joining? Why are you in the cause?
Right now, I just wanna do some good. I was just cast out of my own homeland, and I feel like this is gonna take my mind off of it.
Okay, has combat started? I hear music.
It will be, yes.
We're talking while we're walking in the forest.
Okay.
So Darbo wants us to talk. If you want to talk about anything with the other parts of the group.
I asked for basically motivations for why people are joining this endeavor.
Because the hobgoblins are gonna fucking kill us if we don't.
Yeah.
Okay, that's pragmatic. Okay.
I'm an able-bodied woodsman, and they have stolen our home, so why not?
Well, I mean, that is fair, but there are thousands that were displaced, but only a few or hundreds at least, that were displaced, and only a few are leading the tip of the spear, so what led you to that kind of life?
I mean, I'm a druid because I am a spirit of nature. I was kind of born this way.
Only a few of us stepped up, and so why not?
I mean, it's just kind of, you know, it's sort of just anti-nature. All of their killing and maiming and enslaving, all of those are very anti-natural things.
I can understand that.
I would have gone to the point where they were gonna stick like metal fucking trees in the forest instead of normal trees.
I don't know if he was there for that.
I was. Flock believes that nature is about being cuddly and adorable, and that video of the snake drinking water and Lucas the spider. So that's why his idea of anti-nature is rape, maiming, and slavery.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
So what you're saying is nature is identified by 4 characteristics. Fluffy, cuddly, a danger noodle drinking water, and Lucas the spider.
Yes.
Danger noodle. I love that.
I said a snake, but
three aspects: fluffy, cuddly, and cute.
Yeah.
Okay,
that's nature as perceived by Singing Flock.
Okay.
Because he's like the opposite of a red cap. Red caps represent the bloody, visceral cruelty of nature. He represents adorable videos of cats.
Mm-hmm.
He's that side of nature, and so in his mind, hobgoblins are the opposite of nature.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, let me take a quick look here and see this. Yeah, I feel like that's a semi-fair fight. It can't just jump over you all and eat you, so that seems fair. Okay, so as you're walking along, I'm gonna need you to make perception checks.
Can do.
I am back.
Perception checks.
Well, I can't beat that. Well, I can.
Wow.
Oh, hell yeah.
Good God.
Damn, son.
I see the universe as it truly is.
Okay, so what you see in front of you, and this music very fitting for this. You see up in a pair of trees that are somewhat close together. You see what looks like a log that when a trigger mechanism is activated, will swing down, and it's covered in punji sticks, and there's kind of a slime all over the log.
Oh, damn.
Okay, so given that we're outside, can we just walk around it?
Yes.
Could I activate it by like shooting acid? Acid
I suggest you don't.
I don't see
then
the.
They will know somebody will have come
Yeah,
past here.
I don't see the point in that. I think we can just walk around it. We're outside.
What if an animal hits it by accident and gets killed?
Wait, how easy was this to see?
Not super easy. It was kind of well hidden in a bunch of brush and other things put up between the tree branches.
Okay.
I see Single Flock is really quiet.
Partially I'm eating, partially I'm thinking about that point. So yeah, I vote we disable it.
Do you get with that intent?
I mean, I rolled a 30 perception. Do I think, like, how do I think I would go about disabling it?
Well, you'd have to find the trigger mechanism, and then what you'd probably do is either just trigger it from around a corner, or something else.
I have a better point. Why don't I just acid splash the bungee, like the spiky parts, so they're not spiky anymore?
Well, there's still sticks sticking out of it,
well,
and so you'd still be impaled.
I'll dissolve all the sticks, so nothing can impale you.
That would take hours.
It's acid against like trees. I doubt it's gonna take hours.
It's not
enough. You could also knock the tree down.
Yeah, but that brings us back to they would know we're here. So don't we have somebody that can like
unless we have a device disabler, I vote we move on and just remember where this was and come back to it to take care of it later.
Okay. Do any of you get within 10 feet of it, though?
No, we go around. I presume that my 30 would make it apparent that that's a bad idea.
Well, I mean, okay, it's more abstract. Do you avoid the trap by going, like, directly around the trees?
Yeah, that's my concern, is that it's too easy to find, and so there are traps on the sides.
Okay.
So, like, no, I mean, we can go, like, I would say maybe 30 to 50 feet is sufficient for me to feel safe.
Okay.
So I just kind of move like that.
Okay. All right, question. How fast are you all moving? Are you moving at a full move speed, or are you kind of basically walking?
I think full move.
Yeah, we did work out that we could, including a forced march, get there faster.
Okay. It's just I'm trying to determine speeds and stuff. You see, there's something about that trap which you don't know that's going to become apparent if you depending on how fast you move.
We're generally move like. Do you mean our default speed, or like relative to our normal speed, or what our normal speed is?
Relative to normal speed, what would this march speed be?
I would say around the trap in particular, we would be careful and do half speed.
Okay,
yeah.
I'll accept that.
Yeah.
So move action per round and move action to like examine per round. If that makes sense. Like make sure like every step you're careful with where you're going.
Okay, so when you I'm assuming that you eventually rest for the night, right?
If it takes
we don't need to.
Yeah, if it becomes the night and we're not very close to the cave, then we eventually would, or to the camp, then we would eventually rest. Yeah.
Okay. So sometime like kind of when you're about maybe a day's way from the camp, you see that trap again.
The same trap or a similar trap?
The same exact one.
How would we know?
Orientation of the spikes, the exact height of which it is held.
Okay. So...
I would like to take a move action to make a save against illusions.
It is not an illusion.
Okay, so what we do is we keep going and start making X's on trees.
Detect magic.
I detect magic on it.
Perception, is that the only thing that's repeated, or have I noticed other things?
The only thing that you can notice is that the slime is a certain color. I will let you roll. I will let anyone who has the skill roll knowledge dungeoneering.
Oh, good. I think I have it. Yes,
not
12.
No.
4 if it's against monsters, which I assume it is.
All right, let me check the thing here.
Can I counter that with like a nature and just like these things are not natural?
I think so, actually.
Okay.
I'll join in with that then.
Yeah. You could probably do significantly better than me at this point.
Yeah. My knowledge nature is not actually extraordinary, but...
Holy shit, these rolls.
Okay, it's bizarre, but you can't quite place it.
And
it's not magical. Okay.
I start acid splashing it.
Here's a survival to determine what the hell's going on.
Yeah, that your survival tells you that a trap the exact same way like this is not natural whatsoever, and there is no feasible way anything no feasible way anything natural could have placed it there. Yet at the same time, it's not magical. So also, Humam, you said you start throwing acid at it?
That's what he said.
Yeah, it doesn't dissolve.
I start acid splashing it like as if it has like acid resistance.
It doesn't dissolve.
I'm gonna roll knowledge geography. Have we otherwise been progressing, or have we been in an actual like walking around in circles or space?
You have been progressing. You have been progressing.
Okay.
It's very obvious you have been progressing because you haven't seen any of the landmarks that you've passed repeated.
Okay. So I think someone just did something to make a trap exist twice, and that we don't actually need to worry that much about it.
Okay, yeah, question: Do you get within 20 feet of it?
No.
I said 30 to 50 before.
Yeah, but he had to ask.
I'm 35 away. I'm 35 feet away.
You see, okay, so when you're 35 feet away, after a second, the spikes start to kind of wibble wobble around. The trap falls, and when it hits the ground, it splats, and a blob starts moving towards you.
Oh shit.
This is a death trap ooze.
Oh, cool. All right.
Are ooze not magical?
Nope.
No, they are not. They are alchemical.
Isn't alchemy magical?
Nope.
It's just chemicals. Hence the alchemical.
It's alchemy. It's not chemistry.
It's exactly chemistry.
It is exactly chemistry.
It is not.
That alchemy was invented. If I mix lead with something, gold. That's
not chemistry. This
that
is
alchemy.
Literally
I mean, it's a
magic.
Like, how
it's
to do
science.
that is a chemistry.
It's not
question.
a science.
It's not. I mean, it's a science. It's not a science because it sucks, not because it's not attempting to be.
Right.
That's a good way to put it. It's science, but it sucks.
Yeah. I mean, for that specific lead to gold thing, it's like metallurgy, but terrible.
You can't turn lead to fucking gold without magic.
You're right. That's the part of why it sucks.
I wonder if there's probably some way to do it.
Yeah, it's fusion reaction.
Yeah, you can
more
do
fusion.
It. But you spend more money doing it than the gain in gold.
Right.
Exactly.
Unless you really need gold for some reason.
That's why in my homebrew campaign, I'm creating improved askew materials.
Would you need that?
For higher level
Hear me out. Hear me out. It's mostly for higher level stuff. Once you read its effect, you'll either love it or hate it.
It's a good idea. Well, I mean, blood money is basically that.
Yeah. Somebody needs to roll. There we go.
Can it be a bit more far away since I was 35 away?
No, it's within your reach. Or within its reach, technically.
Yeah, it fell towards you.
Yeah, it fell towards you, and then it moved. That was its surprise round.
Sure.
Alright, so I don't really know what this thing is.
You can all... Whoever has Dungeoneering can roll it again. I'll let you.
Yeah, now that you can see its true form.
7 plus 4, 11. Nothing.
You get basic information from it because it's only CR8. You just know it is a death trap ooze. What this explicitly is it is a disgusting mass of brown-orange sludge that moves and hunts of its own volition. It exists only to feed. The blah 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 blah. They basically lie in wait, and for some reason, kind of like how mimics evolved to take the form of treasure chests specifically as their whole bullshit, these things can take the form of traps. And if you're unlucky, they'll hit you, deal damage as the trap, and then immediately ooze you.
That seems like the worst possible plan. I'm going to make myself look like something no one wants to go near.
Well, the thing is that the other thing is that when you go to try and disable it, it will then ambush you.
It just seems like it just seems like a really bad plan. As a creature type, not this in the game.
Imagine that this is something.
So, did you say CR8?
It's gonna be an easy fight. Don't worry.
Okay.
Okay. I guess the question that I have that worries me is it a terrible idea to go to send Marshmallow into melee with it?
No, it's fine to slap it around.
Yeah, that last
right, it's probably CR8 because of its initial damage.
Yes.
Okay.
But Kevin, I was gonna say
it's terrifying, but you'll all smack it down well enough to where it'll die probably in 2 to 3 turns.
So guidance on Marshmallow, or how are we? At least one. Will we full night's rest again before we get to the camp?
Of course.
Probably.
Okay, then bull strength on Marshmallow.
Okay.
$17.
Hits.
All right. That's the wrong one. So, and 2 damage is Leon damage.
Yeah.
$12. And I move there.
Okay. That takes a fair chunk out of it. Dalgowick.
I will chill 5 foot step here and attack.
Okay.
19 for 6.
That deals damage. My lock.
We'll be able to charge anyway, so might as well just move up. 5, 10, 15, 25. Move to there, and single attack. Is this thing immune to precision damage by chance?
It is. It is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh shit! That means that my stuff doesn't work.
Yeah, Leon
damage. Then take 4 damage.
Okay. So, does a 14 confirm?
You don't need to confirm.
Are immune to crits.
Immune to crits. Oh, duh. So 14 even. I don't think I have anything else to
That's
do.
good damage, though, regardless. If you can full it... Oh, wait, no, you don't get more...
No, I don't get another attack. So yeah, so 14 damage is all, and Intimidate doesn't happen, it's mindless, I'm assuming.
Okay.
So, yeah, just 14 damage then.
Gun talk.
Move to there, and then I'm going to try and shoot it. -4. 16.
Darby.
That hits.
Okay.
And you deal
take
damage.
7.
Okay, good. Now it's its turn. I will say, though, that it is a little bit weaker than the standard one, just because it's fucking above ground.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see here. 3 valid targets around it. Mylock, it's going to try and get you.
Okay. What type of AC is it going for? Or save, or what is it going for?
It's going for standard AC.
Okay.
23 hit.
That is 1 under, so 24 is my AC. So.
Wow, it actually missed.
Yeah.
Wow.
I actually educated this encounter adequately. That's its only attack around.
So that's good.
All right. Well. And I will spellcast back here, hold the charge, guidance on McKitty. So.
Okay.
Bite. Claw. Claw.
All of them hit because Ooze AC is pitiful.
Yeah. So,
Rend isn't precision, I don't think.
It is not.
Yes, that should have thought.
So, strength then times 4, because that's effectively how many hits, so... 3... So... Should be...
Nice.
Wow.
Okay,
that's like torsive damage in Hell Struggles.
So I rip it to shreds.
It makes farty noises as you do slime and gas kind of burbling and getting thrown everywhere. Thalgwick, your turn.
Oh, it's not dead yet. Wow. I should attack it. Does a 13 hit?
Yes, because these things are pitiful. You deal 11 damage to it.
That is my turn.
Okay, Mylock.
I don't think... I can't think of anything that I can do for as far as swashbuckler stuff, so I'll attack it again.
You just gotta beat stick it.
Yeah, I'm just trying to be creative, but I can't think of anything. 21 for 12 damage.
That hits.
Okay.
Clintock. Clintock!
Thinking if there is anything I could actually do differently here. Let me look at my spell. Fuck. No, not really. Let's just do the same as before. 20 hits, take 8.
Okay, 8.
I wish Stone Call was just a little bit better. Oh, yes, you're right. I'm reading the wrong numbers. Fuck.
Okay, let's see here. Now there's 4 targets of equal value between it all, and it's going after Mylock again.
Alright.
Same number! Shit! Roll 20, am I right?
That's funny.
Okay.
So I would provoke casting there, so I'm gonna go here and give Mylock guidance.
Alright.
And then Kitty is going to bite, claw, confirm, claw.
Doesn't matter.
So it's immune to crits, yeah, so it's just the same as before.
But it's good to know that you would have confirmed if it feels good.
29.
Oh, damn.
Alright. It's not looking too great.
Oh wow, this thing is a beast.
Thalgwick.
9.
That'll probably hit.
Yeah. They have like 0
Holy
dice.
shit, no way.
Oozes have like mid-low single digits. Does it hit, Darby? I know 9 hits a gelatinous cube.
Yeah, for size it should be 9, and then
It's
dex
gelatinous
is...
cube are I think 4.
Yeah, that sounds about right for low dex.
Yeah. Darby?
You lose Darby?
I hear nothing from Darby.
Me neither.
He disconnected from Roll20.
Woo.
Oh.
Maybe. While I'm thinking about it, those of us that are doing Friday should stick around afterwards.
Right. Sure, I should have time.
Yeah, sure, I don't mind that.
Yeah, because I know Puppy's got to go at some point, so...
I have over an hour left.
Oh, good. Okay.
4:30, I would say, is the absolute last minute. Maybe if another hour or a little less would maybe be ideal.
Yeah. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure that, you know, we have people staying around for that.
Yeah. If we end up in a situation where we have exactly
I did not hit.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Double, use Roll20 chat if you wanna.
The problem is my connection in general.
Yeah, that's understandable.
14 likely to hit for 12.
General, it's not.
Okay.
That hits, Kevin.
Yep.
So, okay, so you hit, you deal 12 damage.
Yep.
Okay. Next is Clintock.
Let's try and hit it again.
Ooh, good. It is very close to being dead.
Good.
God damn.
I'll take. Hopefully, it goes after me once more.
Let's see if it does. Let's see if it fucking does. Nope, it's going
not the kitty.
17 hit.
Not normal AC, it doesn't. Okay, if I'm next.
You are.
Yeah, you should be.
All right.
Guidance, hold the charge. Whoop.
On the kitty.
Yep. Bite. Claw. Claw. Damage.
And pop it goes.
Woohoo!
Yay, good job, kitty.
It fartsies around and dissolves and disperses.
Does it contain any gems?
Yes. It actually has a few things. It has some loose coins. It's got about 20 it's got 20 gold and 1 platinum as well as one ruby.
20 gold.
Cool.
1 platinum. Ruby, do we have the value?
Whatever the standard base value of a ruby is.
Okay, I'll put ruby.
It probably says.
Oh no, I'm just giving it random treasure. This was just something I came up with since I couldn't find a good encounter in the book for this.
Yeah, that's pretty nice.
That's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
Well, that ooze went considerably better than the last one. I think we'll all agree.
Yes.
Well, that's just because fucking those oozes can just run over people and eat them.
Yeah.
Like a very big, scary girlfriend.
It's a really good idea, though, right? You've got something that is initially hard to see, but if people do see it, the most skilled person is going to try and walk up and disable it, at which point it gets to try and eat shit anyway.
I guess I can see the logic behind it.
I mean, it's not a terrible idea, because otherwise somebody sees it and goes, oh, fucking ooze, let's go the other way.
And I hear nothing.
Yeah, I think he cut out.
I think he said I'm fine with.
I am okay with that amount.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, actually, make it a small ruby worth only 2k.
Okay, that sounds fair.
That's fair.
I'll add that to the miscellaneous loot.
So anyway, that's that whole thing. So yeah, you are a day away from the camp.
All right.
So I'm gonna put you on here. So as I mentioned before, there is a east side to the camp that that has something in it, at least from what you surmised. The west side, from what you've been told, there's just a guard post, and then it kind of just dips down into the camp because It's a big sort of scary not trench. It's basically Helm's Deep Hobgoblin edition, but tiny.
Okay, I prepare Entangle instead of Cure Light Wounds.
How much would it take to walk from here to, or like run from here to the east side?
It would take you a few minutes.
Mm.
Maybe just 1 minute in total if you were to go up the ramp. Actually, give me a second here. I know what to do.
So I have invisibility, and that lasts 4 minutes.
I'm gonna put all the.
Make it in 1 minute.
I'm gonna show you what the camp looks like. I'm just gonna put everything on GM layer,
Good
just
point.
because fucking that'll make things easier, and I'll just reveal things as they appear. So let me do that. There we go. So this is what the camp looks like.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a cliff over to the left. And I assume we don't get to pick which side we're approaching from.
No, you can kind of scout it out and then run back if you want to play it very carefully, and then pick a side.
So, I mean, I think very obviously we want to approach, this is actually hard.
It is, if I were to measure the cliff's height, is this the actual height of the cliff?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Side from M1 to M3 to M6, and then M5, M4, M2.
Well, how do you guys feel about lighting a tree on fire?
I don't know.
It's a last resort.
So, imagine that we could chuck alchemist fires or something.
I'll let you figure out something.
I
need to use the bathroom again.
Sure.
And then maybe we could hit M6 or hit the tree, or something else of valuable, something to get them riled up and kind of out in the center, and then we could summon animals and do other things to knock them down.
I don't. Okay, I mean, in all seriousness, I really don't think the tree would be the best target. Maybe one of the buildings that hobgoblins are inside of would be a better thing to set on fire.
I would just scout M7 first.
Well, I want to keep them kind of away from the back of the cliff just a little while, so we can maybe get a few of them down and then chokehold them on the stairs here.
Because they can't just shoot us from up the cliff.
Yeah, they make weapons that you can fire from a large distance away.
Why is your character talking like that?
But yes, we definitely need to take out M7.
Yeah, I think we should.
What is M3 anyway? Does anybody know?
M3, I think I think it's a stable.
Yeah,
if I had to
probably
guess.
some kind of animal pen.
Okay.
So, one of you said you can turn invisible. I wonder if you could scout M7. That little hut there.
Yeah, I maybe could do that.
Maybe you could even just straight up assassinate whoever's inside.
Well, I could do that, but
I mean, if it's a sleeping area.
Yeah, of course. The thing is, maybe somebody else should turn invisible. I can make other people invisible. Somebody else invisible. Because that's how invisibility works.
Let's see. Who is the best stealth?
It's probably you, Kevin.
Not necessarily.
I mean, it's not really my job, and my kitty is only okay.
Yeah, I have a 12 stealth, but I'm the crossbow dude, so not me.
So you can't. So either we scout with Leon, or what's your stealth, Kevin?
Only 4.
Well, it's better than my -3.
I mean, realistically, if you can just kind of walk in and shove a dagger in his throat,
I do have a dagger.
If there's...
Well, I mean, if they're not sleeping, then we're not going to start a fight without all of us there, so...
Okay. So my bonus is -1, your bonus is +4. Do you think?
Mine is somewhere in between. I'm not sure for both me and the kitty.
Yeah, you're not included in this kind of thing because you can't direct the kitty to attack something.
Yeah,
if it's invisible and you're invisible.
Yeah, it needs to be a little more. Be able to make it
single-handedly. So it's either me or Kevin. How much is your average damage? Actually, it's better. It's you better in every case because you just have better stealth. And it's a coup de grace, so it'll die anyway at this level.
Yeah, my average damage, including 4.5, 8.
And the precision damage you get.
5, 8. 33 would probably be average with crit.
Yep.
So, something else did just occur to me, which is that we'd have to find one of the right size, but I could wild shape into some kind of bird to scout up there.
Oh yeah, that'd be a good idea.
That'd be a good idea as well.
Yeah. I mean, I
could probably get which one you need with the knowledge nature.
I'm pretty sure like a hawk or an eagle.
Yeah, or a falcon.
Yeah, one of those is small.
Do you retain your perception, or do you get its stuff?
I think you get bonuses if
I retain my intelligence. What I do not have is the ability to cast spells because I can't do their verbal components.
That makes sense.
I think there's a feat for it.
There is. I do not have that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have the thing that makes Marshmallow good at intimidating things.
That's cool.
Oh, he's a cute little scary kitty.
Yeah. He's not good at it yet, but once he's all at 7th level, he'll be enormous, and around then he'll get intimidating prowess, and at that point his intimidate will be pretty fucking decent.
Mm-hmm.
Do you carry your kitty anytime? At any point?
He carries me more often than I carry him.
Ah, okay. I thought it's gonna be like that kind of thing where it grows up to be large and it still thinks you can carry it.
It's a cat, so probably. Though dogs are more likely to do that, from my experience.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, still funny and cute.
Okay.
So something occurs to me, Puppy. Have you ever played a more evil or less moral character?
I've played characters who were not technically good aligned. I've never played a character who was explicitly malevolent.
So nothing umami.
Well, I just you talked about you said you phrased it as you can't reason away moral things. So I was wondering if you had a character that kind of worked around that.
I mean, I say that when I said that I can't rationalize the way other people do. I didn't mean that quite.
Yeah, I don't expect it to be literal, but
yeah. I mean, so I've never played. I can't think of a time I've played an evil character in Pathfinder. I'm pretty sure I've never played an evil character. The most I'm trying to think the most probably
you
the most.
You did play an evil character in Darbo
Yes, Filler. You're right. I did.
Wait, what?
In Darbo's Filler, I played a lawful evil tiefling monk
who rapes imps.
Hold on, when was this?
Ass beats.
I feel like I missed it.
I think you were.
I feel like you were around.
No, he was absent.
Maybe
not.
Only
Kevin, you and me. So what happened is I was fighting a pit fiend. I got into a fight with a pit fiend. The pit fiend used that soul sucking thingy and put me into a gem, and that gem was a bead.
Oh, right, that part of Darbo's filler, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then his character used me as an anal bit.
Yeah.
Huh.
Good times.
Yeah.
I mean, I never really considered that because it was not really. I don't know. I didn't put a lot into my characters. So
Yeah,
I didn't
neither
think other
did.
people
I mean,
did,
neither
so.
did I. He is just a lawful evil. He's a lawful evil tiefling monk. Because I wanted to do one who was actually Asmodean. Yeah, that's. I mean, that's just a matter of. You know, I play him to be an asshole. Like, he doesn't rationalize things because he doesn't really care.
Yeah, you were actually pretty good at.
Yeah. I was just asking Puppy a question, and it's not important.
So Darbo, if you want to go to M7, how long would it take us to get there?
It would take you, if you were going from M1, it would take you,
Not from M1, like from here.
From wherever we happen to be.
Yeah.
That would take you, probably, well, these squares are 5 feet, so.
Okay, so we
Not
stealthily
terribly.
do that.
Not terribly fucking long.
Yeah.
Yes. So I give invisibility to Murloc, sorry, and he should go scout M7.
Okay.
While we stay behind, completely unseen.
1 second.
Okay. I will get my.
I will say if you do perception and look over there, that's what you see.
Wow.
Okay, so there's shit outside.
Okay, so
Yeah.
never mind the
There's
invisibility.
a patrol. If you what you can do is if you want to, you could ambush the patrol and then kind of slowly work your way through the forces of the camp, ambushing as you go.
Yeah, I like that. I do.
Though, I mean, do we feel like that's feasible given that the DC to hear the sounds of combat is -5?
We can ambush them like away, kinda.
Why don't we just chuck an alchemist fire down there, and then they'll all congregate, and then we'll kill these guys up here.
I don't understand. So,
Yeah.
so my question remains: they're there. If we fight them, whoever's up here will hear and probably start shooting at us.
Okay,
Yeah, I was
we're
thinking
not gonna
about,
fight them
like-
here. They're on patrol when they're like in the forest patrolling.
Okay, yeah, let's do the
Yeah,
fuck out of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the thing is, while the check to hear combat, the DC is reduced by 5. Distance also increases the DC by 2 for every 10 feet.
Yeah, if we're a ways away, it won't be a problem. Yeah, I didn't. That possibility just kind of didn't occur to me.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
So yeah, let's wait for them. Let's run off to where their path is and lie in wait.
Okay.
Yep.
In that case,
Like to tell us.
1 second, getting it set up here.
Kevin, could you link me your sheet? I want to see what your AC is made out of.
It's made out of titanium and adamantine. No, it's I
Your
think,
AC.
4 dex, 1 dodge from class, 1 size, 2 natural, 1 deflect.
How did you get the 2 natural?
Marshmallow stealth actually isn't as bad as I thought it was.
Amulet of natural armor. No one else wanted.
We had an Amulet of Natural Armor +2.
Yep.
You should vote more.
Yeah, no one voted. I was shocked. It was a huge win. I was like, no one else wants it. Fine, I'll take it.
Holy shit.
You know, if you want to, we can switch it over if you want it. You know.
It wouldn't really make a difference because my AC right now is 21, so it's just become 23. I'll be the 23 guy.
All right, everyone, orient yourselves behind the rope bush to ambush them.
I ambush the ambush.
Marshmallow,
Got him.
me. I'm.
It is.
Marshmallow is purring because I'm petting him, and he's purring real loudly, so his stealth is only a 10.
Okay. With the bush to help with concealment, they move a bit closer, and that's when they have the warg go to investigate. If you want to ambush them, you may all take a prepared or surprise round.
I would like to charge.
Magic Fang.
All right.
Oh, I can do damage on that one. Take 8 from me.
8. Okay.
Is the rosebush permeable?
Yes, it's permeable enough to where you can leap through it.
Okay, I will charge this guy.
So,
let's do initiative so we can.
Yeah, let's do initiative so we can do this in order.
Okay.
We're all doing shit right now.
Just, everyone attacks at once. Like, no, that's probably the best way to do it.
God
I love
you
how
all.
I have a 1 in 3 chance of getting something above a 20, and I always do.
That's cool.
God damn.
So, my thing is I will cast Magic Fang, and with just 3 goblins, that's not worth it. I'll go Guidance instead. And
Hang on one moment. I have to add some teriyaki to this fucking food. It's disgusting.
I'm sorry.
It fucking sucks. I'll be back.
Hold on. No, wait. Gotta add teriyaki.
Fucking sucks. Do it live.
Yeah,
I'll be quick because I know that this is the middle of combat, but I really need some fucking sauce on this fucking Taiwanese food.
Oh,
Let's go.
We get it. You're having an aneurysm. The food has aneurized you.
Oh, so that's what that means. I'll be back.
So, Puppy, would you be interested in switching characters someday? Not this game, but like, I'll play a lawful good son of a bitch, and you play like some kind of dickish asshole that's part of the party?
I'm not interested in playing a character who is, or I mean, I could play some kind of like a sort of
some nefarious motherfucker.
I'm not really interested in playing a character who's like openly malicious, who's like actually evil.
I don't know why you guys like do evil characters like that.
I might play like a snarky sort of aloof, self-interested, roguish type.
Yeah, well, I imagine something like the opposite of what we did for the carnival in Darby's Filler.
You mean
or his game.
Gestalt game, yeah.
Yeah.
We could. I do have a character who's a summoner who's very fun, though he's not really a good example. He is chaotic neutral, but is not really roguish. Here, I have to type it. You have to, in order to understand his name, you have to see it typed.
Okay.
This will be good.
Oh, it usually is.
He's a gnome named Chaos Spelled Weird.
Nice.
I fucking hate you.
His Eidolon, you're about to hate me more. His Eidolon is the Third, a Protean. And the Third's personality, he's very bubbly. He is actually kind of sugary, but he's not actually a good guy. He's chaotic neutral. He's a Protean. I tend to accentuate the bubbly, adorable funniness of him because that's the part of him that I find enjoyable. But I don't think he would I would say he would burn burn an orphanage for his amusement. That would not intrinsically amuse him because he would be evil if he found that intrinsically amusing.
Mm-hmm.
What he might find intrinsically amusing would be starting shit either on people who he had some kind of special contempt for that was at least halfway justifiable, or in a way that is not inherently harmful, at least according to his not very accurate perception of reality. Because I did the Confirmation, which is one of the replayable society scenarios. Normally, once you play a scenario, you can never play it again for credit. But You can fill out a party, and other people can get credit, but you don't get credit a second time, even if you're using a different character. The confirmation, so long as you use a different character, you can play it over and over and over again, and it's different each time as a result of that. One part of it that's constant is that you're supposed to take... Is that you're supposed to... Is that you're supposed to take notes...
Oh, fucking K! I'm fucking back after much longer than I intended. Because we don't have any fucking teriyaki!
One part of it that's constant is that you're supposed to take notes, and I handed the GM, like, this entire page of this run-on sentency scrawl. Like, not gibberish, but like this endless run-on sentences / sentence fragment, really more sentence fragments of just like random observations about which things are nice and cute and mean and funny, and he laughed when he saw it. It's just...
Nice. So Darbo, if you want context, you need to find the time spot in this video and roll it back like, I don't know, maybe 2 minutes.
Oh, I'm gonna watch this whole thing, and even into the campaign coming up next in my schedule, because yes, on Wednesdays and Saturdays I do 2 campaigns a day. If something crazy happens, like me yelling, I like to hear myself yell because I want to hear how much of an ass I sound like.
No, it's just, you know, I can't properly describe the event that just occurred without showing you a video, and I can't right now.
Okay. Okay.
It was too good.
So what are all y'all's surprise actions?
So...
well, I shot the dude.
Wait, you didn't shoot him yet.
So, I guidance my kitty. My kitty leaps forward. Is this a charge?
Yes, it can charge.
So, with guidance and charge, bite. That will hit. Am I getting Leon damage?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so... 9 points.
Alright. Warg is hurt.
Wait, what the fuck am I doing? I changed my... I should calm animal him instead.
They're magical beasts.
Fair, and wargs are sapient, so fuck him. So yeah, I don't take it back after all.
Okay.
What?
Yeah.
Marlock.
Alright, I will charge forward if that's something we can do.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck? Dragging Leon's thing for some reason. 25. Move to there and attack the one on the right. I will use a panache point to double my precision damage.
Okay.
28 to hit for 20 damage.
That's beautiful, because you nearly kill him. Actually, let me check what the fuck because are these scouts? I think these are fucking scouts. And if that's the case, then yeah, you just fucking insta-killed them.
It should say.
Right, I don't want to... look it up. I don't want to...
Shh! I'm going through it!
I'm trying to find something. There was something specific you can... like a feat you can stack. Increase the threatened range of a weapon.
Yeah, improved
it's
critical.
improved critical.
Yeah.
Sorry, not. I mean like the threatened squares.
Right. Yeah.
The reach.
A pounce.
No.
Lunge.
No, it's not that. It's something else. Because you can keep doing it.
There's combat patrol.
Yeah, I'll look at that. It might be that.
Yes, my good sir, you have actually instantly killed that dude.
Get my point back.
Yeah, you can lunge all damn day. I think.
But it doesn't work for attacks of opportunity. It only works for on your turn.
Yeah. And
So
there's another. It's like you lose AC or something.
Yeah. That as well.
If you're a catfolk with a certain feat, you don't lose the
That's
AC.
true. And I am threatening this guy for purposes of threatening.
Yeah, I was looking at combat patrol. This is the surprise round. I already did things.
Okay.
You attacked this guy, I assume, or this guy?
The close kitty.
Okay.
It's not a kitty.
So-
It's an intelligent dog.
Okay.
I will charge here without provoking since this is the surprise round, and I attack, which is 25, I assume hits,
Mm-hmm.
for 8 plus 2, so 10 damage.
Okay, he's not looking good.
That is my own.
Okay, let me add these guys to initiative. What's your modifier?
6.
All right, this guy is going after you then. What about the warg? Wow, wargs have shitty decks.
What a thought.
Okay, so back to the top of the round.
So, get a guidance, hold the charge, come up here. So I don't know why a square was just pinged, but
Because you would be flanking.
you're right. Kitty, flank. Because he knows how to do that.
Get kitty.
I didn't even see that. That's like chess shit. I didn't see that with the pieces.
Yeah.
But no, I see it.
I'm sorry, I'm so tactical. I'm sorry.
And
This
I'm actually
tactics
gonna be
requires great
here.
music.
So, bite,
Hmm.
claw, claw.
Not hit. Wait, see,
It's still flat-footed, which doesn't actually matter.
the first claw does not hit. The bite and the second claw hit.
All right, and Leon damage is happening.
Yes.
So, X plus 4 plus Leon damage plus my damage. It ought to be this. So I sink. So Marshmallow sinks his teeth into the warg's flesh and then scratches him.
Hmm. Okay. He's
and-
not looking good.
And Marshmallow whispers, "Cats are smarter than dogs."
I don't know if I can go along with that.
It is objectively not true. Dogs are way smarter. It's not.
Yep.
It's nowhere near close.
The warg is going to yell back at him. At least I don't point my butt at my owner. Affection.
Holy shit, he called you out.
Because house cats do that.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I'm gonna pet you, and then they point their fucking ass at you.
Right,
Just get a
'cause
whole.
that's how you need to smell it to know what they are.
No! No!
No.
Yeah.
He's a
That's-
furry, but he's not that furry.
Hey, wait.
Alright.
So, Mylock.
Finish this guy. Finish the rag if you want.
Let me look at. So it's Ward's turn next. Okay, yeah, I'll go for the Ward.
Hmm.
18 to hit for 22 damage.
Holy
Splat.
Nice.
All right, that thing's dead.
So in all likelihood, they're not going to act at all in combat.
I mean, it all comes down to whether or not Leon.
Leon and Humam have a turn, so they got a decent chance of knocking him down, I think.
Yeah. Let's see here. It's up here, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, it's in range. A reload and fire. Does a 16 hit?
Yes,
Still
but
flat.
it's still up.
Okay.
You still have the pain damage, right?
Yeah, you can do your
Oh,
own
I
damage.
do. I have 3.
It should be 20 total now.
That takes him down.
Yay!
Go damn.
I pet my kitty, and my kitty gives me the butt, and I scratch the base of his tail.
Nice.
That was really nice. Everyone really contributed in that comp. That was really
Yep.
nice. I'm not sure.
Sorry about being too adviseful.
You're fine.
That was...
Oh, you know what? We leveled. I have a thing I need to look up.
Wait, that was Saturday, dude.
Yeah, but it's only become useful now.
Sure.
Ah! My fucking throat.
Where is it at? There it is. Is there a save associated to this? Continue doing things as I am reading.
Well, everything's kind of done with that. There isn't too much loot on them.
Yeah, it's okay.
I'm gonna roll. I want to get the best rose to give to the stable boy. Do I roll perception or survival?
Perception. Perception would give the prettiest. Survival would give the healthiest.
The best what?
Rose.
Rose.
Prettiest.
Oh, Rose.
Yeah.
So with
You
29,
do find a good pretty one.
I get the best rose, and I'm giving it to him. And that is not the only plant matter he is going to be touching tonight.
Oh.
Ah, God fucking
Well, when I
damn
say
it.
tonight, what I mean is in a few days. When
Yeah, I was gonna say.
When this rose wilts, you mean? You should have taken the healthiest.
I know survival, I can keep it healthy.
You can probably stick it inside, like just stick in your arm and be like, keep it.
Ah,
I'm
no. Don't stick it.
That
I
would-
think you're gonna
that-
stick it.
That would probably do hit point damage to me.
Aw.
But what I'll do is I'll put its stem in a good berry.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Sounds good.
Okay, so I've got a thing where I can steal the sight of somebody within medium range. So
What
once we
save?
get back to the camp, there isn't one.
What?
There is a medium range, yeah, for spells.
Yeah.
It's something like 100 feet plus 10 feet per level.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yep,
he
that is
asked
exactly
about a
that.
save, and there isn't one.
Okay.
Because it doesn't affect the other person, I just get to see through them.
Oh. Okay.
Oh,
I was thinking they could make them blind or something.
Nope.
yeah, that's what I thought.
That's pretty cool, though. Do they know what's happening?
They don't, apparently.
Mesmerists are good at that.
That's
Yep.
pretty cool.
That's
That's
a
what-
kind of a unique. The sort of the signature mesmerist thing is that they defy the rule that spellcasting is always obvious.
Mhm.
That you you don't know that you're subject to a mesmerist stare.
They mesmerize you, kind
The
of.
Yeah.
only issue is that I need to touch them.
Disgusting.
So if you want to summon some mundane animal and ask it to run around the camp, I can see in its eyes.
Yeah, I mean, if I could just find like a squirrel or something. How long?
A minute per level.
I would say more of a bird, because a squirrel will probably be caught
Well,
and roasted.
We want something that can go into the buildings without being seen, or
There's
without
n-
people caring about it.
I mean, that doesn't exist.
Well, birds are significantly more suspicious to be inside tents and things.
And also, like,
The
you have to
only-
be able to
The
direct
only
it.
thing that I could think of then would be like a lizard.
Could you turn into a fly?
No,
I don't think that's
I can
possible.
I can only turn into smaller medium animals. So
Nothing diminutive. Okay.
I will get better at that as time goes on, and I will eventually be able to be an animal whenever the fuck I want.
Mhm.
Awesome.
And significantly before then, I'll have enough uses that I'm never gonna actually run out of them. Like once I have 4 I think I'll be fine. In terms of I have Gadrian has 4 Smite Evils, and he's never run out of them. Paladins just are that way.
Yep.
Like when they yeah.
Go ahead.
Once Paladins have like 3 Smite Evils, they can use Smite for every significant enemy they fight in a day, and once they have 4, they don't run out of them.
Yep.
Unless they use them really frivolously.
Do these guys have anything valuable on them?
We said no.
Then I guess we head back to the camp.
Yep. Maybe we should do M7 now, since it's only 2 people there. We can choreograph them if they're asleep.
I wonder if there's it's a standard action to touch a creature or implant a trick. So is there a way to make it not an attack?
If you use diplomacy or something and you touch him on the shoulder?
No, if he's invisible and he touches somebody, is it gonna be considered hostile?
Oh, I would think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I would qualify it as that.
I don't know. It's hard to say. It's definitely borderline, but I'm not sure.
So, Darbo, you want to take us back to that map just so we can?
Yeah.
Think.
Get it in here.
Okay.
So you want to turn into a bird, maybe?
I could turn into a bird and scout if that's how we want to use my wild shape.
I don't know. I think it's past the time that we should be even bothering with that. Let's check M7 and then figure out what we're doing after the fact.
All right, let me get you all placed correctly here.
Yeah.
Okay, we should come at night, just so that maybe M7...
They have
Hobgoblins have dark vision.
Yeah, they have dark vision and we don't.
They're asleep.
I mean, they'll have people on watch, unquestionably, but...
Of course, but still.
Yeah.
Having less people is more important. If you guys don't think we should do that, let's just go in.
I'm dark vision, I think, yeah.
I mean, yeah. I mean, the biggest worry in my mind is ingress, because there's either the one very burnable staircase or the spiky things.
Yeah.
In my mind, that's what's challenging about this. By the way...
We also have a time constraint, because if there's a change of guard, then they're going to wonder where people went.
Yeah. Yeah,
we want them to wonder. If they go after them, they're going to send us another small patrol, which we can ambush.
No, that's a video game thing. If they find out somebody goes missing, they're going to wake up the whole camp, and then they're going to organize.
That's fair.
Yeah, they're going to organize, which we could...
By the way, I absolutely have to go in 30 minutes. One thing I will say...
Let's go to M7.
Yeah, one thing I will say, if we don't finish this here, I could do, like, one session. Like, maybe next Wednesday. It's just a matter of I can't be regular about doing them. Until the semester ends. But, like, one more, it wouldn't be the end of the world if it would let us get to a good stopping place here.
Okay, so, Kevin, be invisible and go check out M7.
Alright. Sneaky, moving at half speed. Sneaky.
No need to move at half speed.
I give you guidance. Sure. So at some point in the next minute, you can add +1 to something.
Okay, whenever ready to make my stealth roll. A healthy 9 stealth, plus 20, I think, for...
Yeah, so...
Yep, 29. So, Darbo, if he's gonna scout the whole thing, could you just reveal every creature to us?
Alright.
Okay.
All the ones outside of tents, right?
Oh, he's gonna probably...
Like, everything that, like, if I can, I would stand, like, to...
If he's
here, looking in, as if the tents are open. But I'm not going to open it.
About that, do you go into the big scary area?
What's the big scary area?
M1.
And No,
I would look. Like, how much can I see from this side of the big scary area? Like it looks like there's a gap there.
There's a gap there, but if you walk through there, I'm gonna have to start making some rolls.
I would just look into it if it looks. What do I see from the gap, basically?
From the gap? Are you in M1 or no?
I'm in.
He's still in M2.
Square.
I'm in M2 looking through to see what the hell is on the other side of the fence.
How did you get down into M2?
He's invisible and he's gonna move through the stairs.
Invisibility and moving through the stairs. Okay. All right. So from what you can see from what you can look at M1 through the gaps, you don't see anything that looks too much. You just see a bunch of little mounds dotting the entire thing. But revealing everything, I will say that you'll have to go around and potentially risk some stuff to see M6, but you could see everything else just fine.
Okay. I would kind of look much like I walk around the entire the perimeter basically and look at what I can see through flaps and so forth, but that would be it.
Okay.
I wouldn't look. I wouldn't like peek around. I wouldn't like move anything. So do I get? So this is like walled off with like a fence or something. The spikes.
It's a bunch of logs raised up to stop cavalry jumps and stuff.
Okay. Do I get the sense that there's something on the other side, or is it like this is the
maybe
end
you
of the camp?
could listen into their conversations about it if
Yeah.
somebody talks about it.
Sure. I have what, like 3 minutes, 4 minutes.
4 minutes.
All right. If you hurry up through there, let me roll a thing. Let me see here. Sharpen logs. Ooh.
Once 2 minutes passed, immediately start going back.
Right.
We can do it again, so don't worry about that.
But yeah, I'll get the basic reconnoiter, and I'll wait and see if I can hear about that. But if it seems like this is the end of the camp, if the wall's into the camp, I wouldn't explore past it. If it seems like there's something else there, I'm not sure. It's hard to say. I'll whatever you think is best. Whatever you think.
There's knee-high grass covering the clearing. Let's see. Oh wait, never mind. That's a different thing. Let's see here.
I would consider having Kevin roll a perception check.
Yeah, roll one big old perception check.
That makes sense. Let us know what we have. +7.
Yeah.
True. Okay.
I mean, there's no way in the universe that we're finishing in the amount of time I have left.
Yeah, that's true.
I think what we'll do is just next Wednesday or something. I can.
Okay. Yeah.
Like I said, the issue is like I can't do it every week, but I could do like one more.
That'll give Darby time to plan whatever we agree on to do for the homebrew.
Okay.
So 25 perception. What do I besides the individuals I see? Do I get any other information?
You hear some stuff, and you hear that M1. The reason why it's big and empty is because it's a minefield.
Oh shit!
I figured that out. I'm very happy with myself.
All right. Well.
Wow, mounds in the sand. Who would have thought?
I was actually thinking stone elementals.
I mean,
living in the area for some stupid reason.
I mean, with Humam, that's kind of part of his everyday experience. So, I mean.
Oh my fucking god! You fucking cunt! What the fuck? How can you say that after I fucking already lost a leg?
Oh, were you scavenging mine pieces?
Yep. I wanted those fucking zoinks.
Wait.
Man, that's gotta really suck though, right?
Do you actually only have one leg?
You wouldn't know. No, I don't.
Okay, I failed my sense motive check there.
God damn.
So
I think that would have been like a good conversation starter.
And I'm also gonna reveal just because you would have heard right over here, M6, the big man himself, Scarvinius, is in that camp plotting.
Okay.
Sure.
I go back and relay this information to everybody.
Cool.
So, if Scarvinius is the biggest threat, we think, I say our best bet is to stealth up to M6. What was in the pin? There were animals?
Yeah, there's a warg, a wolf, and a goblin that acts very dog-like.
Oh, right, that.
Goblin or hobgoblin?
Goblin.
Oh. I hear they're planning to kind of turn over a new leaf in like 18 months.
God damn it, can we please stop with this joke? It's only been used like 5 times.
And it's a little punny, too.
You then hear an ephemeral voice as a blue wolf passes between the trees, and he says, "I would like some goblin titties."
Fuck it.
So,
you look back and then it disappears.
Who all here has ranged attacks?
I have an okay one, but not great.
Do I feel...
I have asset slash.
Do I feel like entanglement is a thing I could do up there?
You could probably do that.
Okay. So, like, because entanglement has, like, a 40-foot radius, so I could get, like, all of it.
All right, let me plot some squares here.
I'm gonna check entangle's radius before I...
Yeah.
Oh, fuck!
Wait, hold on. That's what that means? Fuck. Stonecall is significantly better than I thought it was.
What does Stonecall do?
40-foot radius cone of rocks. That's the 2d6 thing I used.
Yeah.
I guess I misused.
So yeah, I could entangle all of that. The only qualifier is I have to have line of effect on that center square, which probably means I have to be actually up there.
Well, line of effect on the center square, just pick the top of the tree.
I don't think that's how that would work.
Yeah.
Well, then pick, like, I don't know, go over to there-ish and then pick, like, here.
Let's see what's 40
feet.
If
any casters?
I'm looking for the edge, 40 feet away from it is here. Though, this is the one we actually care about.
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't get this person. Well, yeah, it would. So it would get everybody.
So, need to find a way up there.
Well, we're already up here. We just need to go to, like, there.
I guess it's Darby's decision. Like, I feel like the cliff would cut off line of effect. Like, this cliff corner is blocking the way.
Hold on, you realize the green part's the high ground, right?
No. No.
Wait. Oh my god, you're right!
Holy shit, yeah.
That's a...
Why would they put themselves in a fucking ditch?
I fucking knew it! I knew there was something wrong. Acting was so weird, yeah!
Puts themselves at a fucking disadvantage. What is this?
That's a perspective trick!
Fucking... I can't hear shit right now.
What a fucking idiot puts their own camp in a fucking ditch.
Like, oh my, like the perspective was fucking with me. I thought that was like a cliff and they were higher than us.
Yeah, I thought the same thing.
Why are they in a canyon? What the fuck is wrong with them?
Well, I mean, it's generally not a bad idea. Well, it's generally a bad idea, but they've got M7 here as a guard tower.
Let's just take out the M7 and just fucking, bottleneck them at the fucking stairs.
Yeah. Or, here's a better idea. Set the stairs on fire. Now they can't leave unless they go through their minefield.
Right, well, you can still do that tentacly thing.
They can also they probably can navigate their own minefield.
Right.
They probably know how to get through their own minefield safely.
Not everybody, probably.
Right. Will you?
Also,
Still, you do the 40 radius thing. I'll do my 40 radius thing.
if I agree to do entangle, then that will end the session because I'll have to go away because there's no way we would finish the combat.
I think we can finish the combat.
So here's my my vote is either we end the session now and I walk away and we do that next week, or if we want to take out M7.
I say we take out M7 and leave the rest for next session with probably Torsev who can throw bombs at these guys.
Agreed.
Yeah.
We just need to make notes. So, Puppy, do you want to make notes that you were going to entangle the area?
Yeah, I'll entangle the lower area there.
Let's see.
Double,
here.
can you hear us or not? Type in Roll20 chat.
Where did you want? What was your center square, Puppy?
It was gonna be like here about all.
From where I'm centering, you can probably get everybody. Yep.
Yeah, and it's a spread, I think. So I think it would round this corner potentially.
Okay.
Yeah, I see it working.
So I'll go ahead and
Yeah, you want to put text on that and throw an entangle there?
For next session. Well, we're gonna go take out the M7, which is probably pretty easy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the question isn't whether or not we can do that. Obviously we can. The question is whether or not we will alert the entire camp.
Well, how long does your entangle last?
So the
Minutes?
entangle is it lasts minutes, but it's an inconvenience to them, not like it doesn't shut them down because they get to make saves every round to escape it.
Well, yeah, but they have to move to get to us, and if they end their movement in, they have to make the save again.
Right.
Yeah, I mean.
So if you include the a part of the stairs in it, even when they get to the stairs, they'll probably.
Yeah. So what we'll do is we'll entangle them, force them to get to the stairs, we'll burn down the stairs or destroy it in some fashion, and then they'll have to walk the other way.
I mean, I
Or
literally
just climb up the cliff.
I literally have
Yeah.
20 minutes at this point.
No, I don't mean
maximum.
now. I mean
Not
like
now, not
next time.
Like
Let's see here. What's the DC for the entangle, and I'll roll it for everything in the camp.
No, wait. It's for next session. Don't worry about the
Yeah.
entanglement right now. It's gonna lead us into a slippery
No,
slope.
so here's what I understand the plan to be. I will entangle. We will use the time that buys us to kill M7, and then we'll start fucking with them from above.
Yeah.
I would say cast entanglement as like a surprise round, and then we do stuff.
Yeah, that's the idea. But
and I'll run in and do stuff because I don't care.
and then we'll put everything I just said off till next session, so we end now. That's my understanding of the
Fine.
plan?
Yeah.
I thought we were gonna take out M7. I guess we'll take it out next session.
Yeah, just cause like if we were gonna take them out using the entangle, then they'll all be in initiative.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, I'm fine with waiting. You know, one big go.
Yeah. So
Fuck, did it?
3, 4, 5.
Okay, good.
I'm gonna take off then.
All right.
All right.
Bye. Good luck with your exams and shit.
Thank you.